International reaction continuing to come in after last night's strikes on Baghdad. 45 after the hour, I'm Chris Jansing. Let's update you on the latest. Senior U.S. officials say they have taken more than a dozen targets off their priority list since last night's attacks. Military officials say the main target in the Basra area was a military airfield. And in today's attack, U.S. forces hit an air traffic control center and a fiber optics node at the base. But did the U.S. hit their prime target? U.S. officials just don't know if Saddam Hussein was hit last night. They are still voice printing the tape of a man who looks like Saddam, who spoke on Iraqi TV wearing glasses and a beret. U.S. officials say they don't recall seeing Saddam wearing glasses before, certainly not these. In fact, they're checking whether or not those glasses are ones he might have worn before in private. Continuing to follow that aspect of the story for you. Meantime, the 1st Brigade of the 82nd Airborne is in Kuwait right now, but their home base is at Fort Bragg in North Carolina. NBC's Donna Gregory is there for us this morning, and I'm wondering if you're getting reaction now that military operations are underway, Donna.
It is slow coming, especially from officials here at Fort Bragg. Chris, obviously there are very secret operations that go on behind us. We're expecting news conferences later in the day, and of course we'll bring that information to you as it becomes available. I do need to tell you the word of that hard landing in southern Iraq hit people here pretty hard, and they were on edge early because special operations forces from Fort Bragg are deployed in that region. Fortunately, as you've reported, no one hurt, and the identity of those soldiers have not been released, but people here definitely on edge whenever you hear the word special operations forces. A total of 14,000 soldiers from Fort Bragg are deployed as we speak. About 4,000 of those are paratroopers from the elite 82nd Airborne Division. This is a combat brigade. They are poised to invade Iraq as soon as that word comes. As we mentioned, there are those special operations forces, including Green Berets, psychological operations soldiers, already instrumental in yesterday's activity along the Afghan and Pakistan border. There's support troops, medical troops, elements of the 525th Military Intelligence Brigade, the 16th Military Police Brigade. Back to special forces. In 1991, 30,000 Fort Bragg soldiers and 1,500 airmen from nearby Pope Air Force Base were deployed to the Persian Gulf. They played a key role then in Afghanistan as well after September 11th. You're seeing some of the equipment. They have engineer equipment to quickly repair airfields in enemy territory for follow-up forces to arrive. They have helicopters, including the Black Hawks. They have all kinds of guns and ammunition. They're prepared to stand off everything from hand-to-hand combat to encroaching enemy tanks. These are very well-equipped soldiers trained to fight anywhere in the world with an 18-hour call. Now, the mood around Fort Bragg here today is one of what we're calling a quiet optimism. They're waiting for word. They're watching the all-news channels, as we all are. These troops are highly trained. They are ready for their mission. People here say they have been training for years for this opportunity. They are ready to go. Security is tightened at the base. There is 100% ID checks of everyone entering the base. There's also random vehicle searches. There's also increased security in the surrounding counties and area hospitals and local schools where many of the deployed troops' children attend. People are still in school today, but they are on a heightened sense of alert. Even the airport yesterday, we noticed increased patrols. The short-term parking area nearest the terminal was closed yesterday. So, Chris, people here are watching, they are waiting, and of course they're hoping for the safe return of all the troops.
As is everyone, Donna, and certainly like the rest of America, they're glued to their television sets, although they have arguably more at stake with their loved ones abroad. What's the situation when something like that happens? For example, there was initially the report that that helicopter had gone down. It turned out to be a hard landing and no one was hurt. Do, for example, wives have specific people who they can contact? If the anxiety level goes very high, are there counseling services there?
Chris, it's a very specific chain that the spouses follow when the troops are deployed. The military definitely takes care of its own, and here at Fort Bragg it's no exception. There are tremendous support systems set up for all the people left behind, for the wives, the husbands of the troops, and the children and extended families. They take it very seriously here, and they do take care of their own.
Donna Gregory at Fort Bragg for us as she'll continue to report, and waiting for an update there. Thanks very much, Donna. A lot of special forces deployed out of there. Now, along with striking leadership targets in Baghdad, that's one way that they're couching the word that they went after Saddam Hussein last night, or in the early morning hours, Baghdad time.